Attorneys argue over a trial date and bond reduction in the Amber Spradlin case. And a Pike County couple is arrested for fleeing from a crash. I'm Nick Collum, and this is the Mountaintop Daily. Attorneys for the prosecution and defense in the Amber Spradlin murder trial squared off over whether to delay the case and to reduce the primary suspect's bond. Robin was in the courtroom and tells us what happened.
A pre-trial hearing was held today in the Amber Spradlin case at the Pike County Judicial Center. Commonwealth's attorney Brent Turner spoke first, requesting that the December 1st trial date be postponed to allow for the completion of DNA evidence, explaining that there is very significant blood evidence and hairs found at the scene that still need to be tested. Turner told Judge Eddie Coleman they have about 70% of the evidence so far, and that it would be unfair to all involved to go to trial without all of the evidence.
In our position, Judge, is that it's not fair to the Commonwealth to put us in a position where we have the entire burden of proof at a trial, to be forced to go to trial and try to present a complete case of all the evidence without all of the evidence. And we also believe that it's not fair to a jury to be put in that position. You've got, a young woman here that was brutally murdered, and she's dead in the ground, and she ain't coming back. And we got a guy sitting over here that's looking at the possibility of life in prison. And the jury's going to be under a lot of pressure to try to get that right. And I think it would be a disservice to the jury on a case of such consequence to ask them to make a decision when we have all of this evidence out there that's not even been done.
Defense attorney Stephen Romines was quite passionate in his rebuttal, stating that the Commonwealth has had plenty of time to test all of the evidence and that they have been setting the conditions to suit their needs. He also requested that M.K. McKinney's bond be reduced, claiming that the circumstances under which he is being detained are unconstitutional.
He says it wouldn't be fair to go to trial. It's not fair for someone who's never been charged with a crime to sit in jail for 2 and 3 years while they get their ducks in a row for a case that they brought. We've asserted a speedy trial claim. This is the 3rd time. That is in the Constitution. A right to a speedy and public trial is guaranteed by the 6th Amendment. A right to a reasonable bond is guaranteed by the 6th Amendment. And apparently the Commonwealth doesn't put much stock in those either.
After a 10-minute recess, Judge Coleman heard final comments and then announced that he will make a ruling in 2 days. Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Robin Tillman.
A Pike County couple is facing felony charges after allegedly fleeing the scene of a serious crash on US 23. Police say it happened just after 3 p.m. Wednesday near Ratliffs Creek Road when a tire came off a trailer and smashed into the windshield of an SUV, seriously injuring the driver. Witnesses told police the truck kept going, eventually turning onto US 119. Officers later found it hidden in a brushy area, and the driver, 41-year-old Jared Wayne Hicks, ran off before being caught after a brief struggle. Hicks reportedly told police he fled because his license was suspended and he had active warrants. His wife, 44-year-old Kara Nicole Hicks, who was following behind in another vehicle, allegedly refused to help police find him. Both were arrested on felony charges of leaving the scene of an accident with serious injuries and tampering with evidence. Coming up after the break. University of Pikeville medical students were thanked by the Pike County Cooperative Extension Office. We'll tell you why when the Mountaintop Daily continues. But first, sports and weather.
With Mountaintop Sports, I'm Dave Stanford. Playoff football action takes center stage tonight across the region, and Mountaintop Sports has you covered. Shelby Valley and Knott County Central square off in the opening round of postseason play with kickoff set for 7 o'clock. You can catch all the action live on our app, Facebook page, and cable TV channel. Over in Lexington, Kentucky, the Kentucky Wildcats women's tennis team is closing out its fall schedule with several players still in the hunt for postseason success. Zoe Hammond and Julia Zhu are both eyeing a top spot in the NCAA Singles Championship and will compete at the ITA Sectionals in Baton Rouge from November 6th through the 9th. Meanwhile, the rest of the Wildcats will head to Nashville for the June Stewart Vanderbilt Invitational As the fall season wraps up, Mountaintop Sports wishes the Cats the best of luck. In collegiate bowling, the Mid-South Conference continues to recognize the University of Pikeville's talent on the lanes. For the second consecutive week, a Bear has earned Bowler of the Week honors. This time it's sophomore Caitlin Peck from Fort Lawn, South Carolina. After averaging 210.8 across 5 games last weekend, Peck closed out the tournament with a 247, her highest score of the event, and her first career weekly award. She follows senior Brianna Rogers, who won the honor last week, making back-to-back U-Pike sweepings of the award. The Bears will return to competition November 22nd and 23rd for the Bulldog Bash in Richmond, Kentucky, hosted by Union Commonwealth University. And before we wrap up, a huge congratulations goes out to Pikeville High School's Mikey Hager. Hager is ranked 6th nationally on the Real Analytics Fastest Player Award, clocked at 20.7 miles per hour, making him one of the fastest players in the country. Congratulations, Mikey. The Mountains are proud of you. For more information, be sure to follow Mountaintop Sports Facebook page or visit mountaintop.news and click on the Sports tab at the top of the page. For Mountaintop Sports, I'm Dave Stanford.
When the government took Social Security away from honest Eastern Kentuckians, Attorney Ned Pillersdorf got the hearings declared unconstitutional. When the women guards were harassed at Little Sandy Jail, Ned fought back, securing a $1 million verdict at trial. And when the state tried to shut down Cordia School, Ned fought back and kept the school open. Attorney Ned Pillersdorf fights for the underdog, and he's ready to fight for you.
Hey, are you stuck with a carrier that doesn't get you? Yeah, we get it. So at Appalachian Wireless, switching is easy and way more rewarding. With our promotions, you can port your number, grab incredible savings, and enjoy a service that feels a little bit more like home. Plus, we've got the latest devices and a team that's here just for you. So why settle? Visit us online or stop by one of our many retail locations today to see why we're the region's best network. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
The Pike County Cooperative Extension Service invited Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine students to a cookout last night to say thank you for their help with the Master Gardener program. I went to the event to learn more. On Wednesday, November 5th, the Pike County Master Gardeners Association hosted an appreciation cookout for U-Pike medical students to thank them for their work. Once a week, those students visit the Extension office in Pikeville to tend to the garden and raise their own crops for harvest. Master Gardeners Association President Bonita Rose tells us more.
Well, this evening we're having a cookout for them. We're going to feed them hamburgers and other food, cake, a big thank you cake, because they come almost every week all this fall and work in the garden for us. And I put a big list of things to do on the whiteboard out by the picnic tables, and we go over what tasks there are to do. And sometimes I get anywhere from 10 to 15, sometimes 18 students show up, and they all split up and get those jobs done within an hour and a half. It's like a bunch of bees coming and just getting everything done, from sifting compost to moving mulch, pulling weeds, planting seeds. Just, a variety of all kinds of garden tasks. And it's just wonderful how willingly they come and work outside.
Participating KICOM students enjoy the program because it gives them a chance to get out of the classroom and work with their hands. Members of the Master Gardeners Association have been enjoying building a relationship with them.
Oh, we certainly are. Some of them are urbanites. They've never been out in the garden, and others, they've grown up on farms. So we have a variety of different kinds of backgrounds from those students. And they're very interested in what's going on in the garden. Like if they plant a seed and they come back next week or in 2 weeks and the sprouts come up, it's very exciting. Just like this fall, we discovered the monarch butterfly caterpillars on the milkweeds. And then we found the caterpillars for the swallowtail butterflies on the dill and on the parsley. And that was just kind of exciting, finding those things.
That will do it for this edition of the Mountaintop Daily. Be sure to check us out at 6 p.m. every weekday on Mountaintop TV, the Mountaintop TV app, and the Mountaintop News Facebook page. With your Mountaintop Daily, I'm Nick Collum for Mountaintop News.